Okay. Good evening to one and all present over here. Today I am going to present my fourth video, my first program with Model Sim software. The subsequent video will be the first program, how to create a program and how to verify whether it is functionally correct. So today we will be starting with Model Sim. In the subsequent video, we will be seeing with how to do the same thing with Xilinx ISE 14.7. Last two videos, tools required for processor design part 1 and part 2. I would have dealt about how to install the Model Sim software and Xilinx ISE 14.7 webpack. So in the upcoming two videos, I will be discussing about how to create a program and how to run it in these two specific programs. So with this introduction, let me go with the presentation. So here, before going with the writing a program with Model Sim software, first you need to create a folder. That folder can be created either in the drive where you have the Model Sim software installed. Folder where you require the folder is required for writing a program with Model Sim software. So that Model Sim software, the folder can be created either in the folder, either in the drive where the Model Sim software has been installed, or it can be created in some other drive. There is no any hard or fast rule over here. So since I do not want to overload my C drive over here, let me create a specific folder in F drive over here. So I'm creating a specific folder entirely for Model Sim software execution. So I'm naming it as Model Sim for easy remembrance. So today the program what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you how to write a sample program. We'll be just dealing with a simple program. Once I complete with how to run a program and run a test bench program in Model Sim software and Xilinx ISE, we will be directly going into how to create circuits using this two software programs. So now I'm creating another folder over here. I'm naming it as Logic Gate. So for simplicity, I'm naming it as Logic Gates over here. So this is my folder. So once I have created with the folder, I have to create 4 subfolders in it. Just double click it and you have to create 4 subfolders. The name of the folders must be as per this given video. Then only you will be getting a proper output from the software. So RTL is the name of the first folder. Log Sim means simulation. Then SYN, synthesis. These 4 folders, this computer will be reordering these 4 folders, but these 4 folders must be compulsorily present within your main folder. That is, within the folder of the hardware circuit you are going to design using Model Sim software. Now you have created 4 folders. The name of the 4 folders must be the ones that is being told in this video. Now what you have to do means go to the Model Sim PE Student Edition 10.4a software, desktop shortcut, double click it. You need not run it as administration, providing administrator rights and all. Directly you can go. Here it will be providing some welcoming information about some of its features. Just to close it. Now what you do, maximize the screen, go to File, select click on New, then select Project. Now the Create Project dialog box will be appearing before you. So here it will be having 4 text boxes. One is called Project Name, another one is called Project Location, another one is called Work, and another one is called Copy Settings From. So Along with it, there will be two radio buttons. One is called copy library mappings, reference library mappings. So this copy library mappings radio button alone must be selected. This copy settings from this must not at all be touched over here. Default library name work, that also must not be touched. You are having the rights only to select the project location and select your project name. Don't unnecessarily vary these three things. Default library name must be work. Copy settings from must not be changed. And third, radio button copy library mappings alone must be selected. This reference library mappings must not be selected over here. So now what I should do means I am going to browse, click on browse button over here in project location text box. Now I need to go to F drive. Within F drive, I would have created a folder called as model sim. Within the model sim, I would have created a folder called as logic gate. Within the logic gate, I would have created another folder called as RTL. Kindly select it. Okay. Now give a name of the project. This is not any specific thing. This is not going to happen. Just to give any name, logic gates. The name of the folder and name of the project can be the same. There is nothing going to interfere with the execution time. Now click on OK. Now add items to the project dialog box will be appear. Here you will be having four options. Create new file, add existing file, create simulation, create new folder. In this, we are going to use only two items over here. One is create new file and add existing file. So initially, since you do not have anything created within the RTL folder, first click on create new file icon. It will create project file dialog box will be appearing. This folder is top level. It must not be changed. Add file as type. You are going to write the language. You are going to code the hardware in Verilog language. So kindly select Verilog from this drop down menu and give the file name as LG_1. There is no any specific rules to be followed over here. Anything which is going to easily able to relate to the main folder. LG means logic gates. So since it is easy for me to relate with the main folder, I am giving it as with the file name LG_1. Now click on OK. Now close this. Here the LG_1.v will be formed over here. This question mark means it has not yet been saved. So here it will be ordering the files according to your loading. Suppose there are multiple files. If you want to instantiate a particular module, instantiate means creating a copy of your module means at that time it will be ordering in ascending order 0, 1, 2, 3. That is called as order. So here it will be keep on changing the time. Modified means it will be showing the time at which you have created the file and at the time, the date and the time at which the file was created. Now right click this Verilog file. Now right click this Verilog file over here and click on edit. Here you will be having multiple options. Here we are going to do only two options only. We are going to constantly select. One is edit, another one is compile. Now click on edit. A notepad file will be opening over here. Now we are going to type the program module. The name of the file what you have created over here and the name of the module must be the same. Then only your program is correct. For example, LG_1 is the name of the Verilog file you have created. So the name of the module also must be LG_1. If I am giving a different name, I will be getting an error. So LG_1. Here for sample, I am just putting two inputs and one output. Input A, comma, input B, comma, input output C. Because generally, just to provide you a simple explanation, I am providing a one input gate over here. There is also another form of gate called as expander gate, which will be having two outputs. multiple input, two outputs. The ordinary form of gate will be having only one output. Multiple input, one output is ordinary gate. Multiple input, two outputs means expander gate. So provide a semicolon over here. Module LG1 is the name of the Verilog file what you have created. Within the parenthesis, you are mentioning the inputs and outputs of the gate over here. Suppose if you want to, these are all one bit. These are all called as 1 bit input and 1 bit output. Suppose if you want to if I want some other bit that is being allocated for, if I want some other, if I want to allocate a different length for these operands A, B, and C means I can accordingly do it. So that will be that I'll show it in the next class over here. So initial for this, let us see how to do it. Module LG_1 is the name of the folder. Now click on enter. So now what I'm going to do is assign C is equal to A and B. Now for the time being, just we are going to see the we are going to store the result in C. The result will be the AND operation of the inputs A and B. Each of this input is a 1 bit input. C is also a 1 bit output over here. Then finally, you have to give end module. Always while mentioning the order of the variables means first input must be mentioned, then only followed by the output. So this order must be never changed. First you have to mention only the inputs, then only it has to be followed by the output over here. So end module. Now what you do means click on Ctrl S in order to save the file. Suppose you are making any changes means you'll be having a star mark coming over here. That star mark indicates the work has not yet been saved over here. So kindly, if you are making any changes to the program, what you are doing means kindly click on Ctrl S in order to save it. Okay. So what you are going to do is, so this is your Verilog file over here. This is the description. What is doing means C is nothing but this is called as comments over here. Comment we will be doing it with /. Anything within the comment will be ignored by the compiler. It is just for your documentation and for increasing the readability of the user. So C is the output. It holds the result of AND operation of 2 bits, namely A and B. So module LG_1 is the name of the Verilog file. So the name of the module also must be the same. First must be the inputs, then the output must be declared, followed by the output. First input must be declared, followed by the output over here. Then all the modules must be ending with a semicolon. If you are not going to give a semicolon, it will be generating a error. So module LG_1 input A, input B, output C. So now let us just see. I am removing this. Now let us just see what are the various errors that could be done within this particular program. Now what I am going to do is, now right click this particular file over here. There will be an option. Here you are having a transcript. No, this transcript window will be indicating what are all the set of errors or whether your program is correct. If your program is correct, it will be coming with a green color. If there is any warning or if there is any error to be corrected, it will be coming in red. So if there is some mismatch between the test bench file and the main Verilog file means it will be coming in blue. Okay. So right click this and click on compile. There is only one folder over here, one file over here. So click on compile selected. So here it will be coming compile of LG_1.b was successful. So now Suppose if I'm removing the semicolon from this module statement, let us see what happens. For each of the editing operation you have to do, you have to click on Control S. Then what it will get saved over here. So for each editing option, it will get automatically converted from the executed mode to unedited unexecuted mode. Okay. So again, right click it, click on compile, compile selected. So here it is coming compile of LG_1 failed with one error. Let us see what is the error it is coming. So you can expand it like this. So it is showing blog 13069. Here this bracket, no, the number within the bracket, it indicates the line in which the error has occurred. So near assign, syntax error, unexpected assign, expecting a semicolon, nothing. What they are saying means, because of not putting a semicolon to this first statement, it is telling that second statement is having a syntax error. So you have to compulsorily include after semicolon after the first statement, that is module LG. That module statement, that first line module where you are declaring the module along with the inputs and outputs must be compulsorily ending with a semicolon, otherwise it results in a syntax error. Okay. Now I have corrected this error. So since I have got error, this file will be, the status of the file will be changing from compiled to error. So error means it will be coming with a X mark. So now I have made the necessary corrections. So again, right click it, click on compile, compile selected. Now it is showing compile of LG1.v was successful. So now what should I do is, again, let me go to the same program. Now I'm removing this semicolon over here. Now let us see what happens. I am not finishing a statement with a semicolon. Let us see what happens. For each of the save operation I'm doing, that X mark or the tick mark will be automatically converted into question mark. That means the program has not yet been compiled. Right click on the folder, click on select compile, compile selected. So it is again coming compile of LG_1.v failed with one error. Double click it. So what it is showing? The line number 3, near end module, syntax error, unexpected end module. That means without finishing a statement with a semicolon, you cannot end a Verilog program. You have to end each of the statements except the point where you are writing end module. All the lines must be compulsorily ending with a semicolon. So what it is showing? Unexpected end module. There is a third line. I'm expecting either a comma or I'm expecting a semicolon. So what you have to do is, you have to again go to the file, right click it, click on edit, then include a semicolon over here. Okay. So now what I'm doing is, again, I am compiling the same folder, same file after clicking on save option. Compile, compile selected. Now it has come, compile of LG_1.v was successful. Now let us go with the last thing what I can do over here. Suppose I'm removing this end module. So since I'm making a changes to a file, I have to click on Control S. Again, right click this, compile, compile selected. Again, it is showing an error. Compile of LG_1.v failed with one error. Here, near end of file, syntax error, unexpected end of source code. That means that end module keyword has not been declared. That is the meaning of this particular statement. What is the meaning of this statement? Means there is the end of file has been unexpected. That means there is no end module keyword that has been mentioned within the Verilog file over here. So that is the meaning of this statement. Near end of file, syntax error, unexpected end of source code. That means I have not included the end module keyword over here. So again, go to the file, right click it, click on edit, kindly give end module, save it. Okay. Now what you do, right click this and compile it. It will be showing compile of LG_1.v was successful. So now what you have done means you have created the RTL file for the logic gate. Now you have to check whether this particular logic gate is correctly functioning or not by giving a sample test case inputs. So now what you have to do means again go to file, click on new, select project. It will be asking close project. This operation will be closing the current project. Continue. Kindly click on yes. Now what you do? Now it is in the folder F drive model sim logic gate RTL. Now select the same folder logic gate. Now click on sim. Sim is for simulation. Okay. Now click on OK. Give the same name for the project. Each of the RTL, sim, sin, log, each of these are called as projects. Okay. Okay. As usual, this default library name, copy settings from this copy library mappings. Anything must not be touched, anything from your side. Kindly click on OK. Now it will be asking you add items to the project. So now we are going to create a test bench file. Create new file. Click on it. The create project file will be coming. Add file as state. Click on this drop down list and select Verilog. For easy remembrance of the test bench file that is related to your RTL file, kindly provide with the same name along with _TB. LG_1 is nothing but the name of the RTL file. The name of the test bench file or the simulation file is LG_1_TB. You must not give any .v extension and all. Automatically the software itself will be adding the extension. Okay. Now click on OK over here. So this test bench file cannot run on its own. So it has to be linked with the original RTL file. Now go to click on add button over here. So click on project. Don't select add over here. Select the project button in this toolbar. There will be option called as add to project. That will be having a drop down list, namely new file, existing file, simulation configuration folder. Kindly select existing file. It will be asking what file should I add to this project. Kindly click on browse. Now you have to go to the RTL folder of this particular project by click on this up button. Okay, this is go to last folder visited. This is up one level. That means it will be coming out of this simulation folder over here. Now click on RTL. You will be having the RTL file. Kindly click on this and click on open. It will get automatically added. Here also add file as type is default. Folder is top level. This radio button must not be touched anything from your side. Reference from current location. This copy to project directory radio button must not at all be selected over here. This reference from current location radio button alone must be selected. Add file as type is always default. So click on OK. Now it has been added over here. Now what you do, right click this test bench file, click on edit. So the test bench coding window will be opening in Notepad. So that is one of the main advantages. We do not have a specific editor window for this. Everything will be, Notepad will be the editor over here. So module. Here also the name of the test bench file, what they have put, what you have created, and the name of the module must be the same. LG_1_TB parenthesis. Okay. Now, how should I declare? Here, what is the thing you have to follow means, go to LG_1 over here. If you just click on edit, you can open each of the files. You need not necessarily make a change over there. Just click on, if you want to view what is present in a given folder, kindly right click it and select edit. So here what should I do? This is your maximize button. Okay. You just click on this means it will get maximized. Okay. So now how should I declare my input and output in the test bench file means all the inputs must be declared with a data type called as register. All the output must be declared with a data type called as wire. Okay. Now for the time being, just for explanation purpose alone, understand this. While we are dealing with the Verilog programs for various logic gates, I'll tell why should we do like this. For the time being, for understanding of how to write a proper test bench file, how to include the inputs and outputs of a RTL file into a test bench file means all the inputs must be declared of registered data type in the test bench file. All the outputs must be declared with the data type of wire in the test bench file. So here input A and input is B. So now just to minimize this, go to so this is your TB file over here, REG A semicolon. Okay, REG B semicolon. It is not necessarily you may need to give it as a separate statement. You can also give it as a single statement. Register A, comma B. So for the time being, let us just write it in the single line itself. Register A, register T, semicolon. Output wire is C. So this test bench module does not know where should I apply this input and output given in this particular folder. So for that, what should I do means I must instantiate my RTL folder over here. So how should I instantiate? Let us see over here. LG_1. This is the name of the module that I am going to instantiate. What is the name of the copy I want to create? UUT means unit under test. Not necessarily you must give this name. You can also give some other name. J1, JK, any name you can give. First name must be the name of the module which you like to instantiate. Second must be the name of the copy what you are going to create. UUT is the name of the copy I want to create. Now open the parenthesis. Now I need to join this register with the input present in RTL file. Register B with the input present in RTL file. C with the output present in the RTL file. So how I'm doing it? Dot A. Dot A is the register A over here. This I have to connect it with the input of the RTL file A. So dot A is nothing but this first A indicates the variable present in this LG_1. This A indicates the register mentioned is test bench file. Next one, dot B, parenthesis B. You are joining all the variables of the RTL file with the test bench file over here. Comma, dot C, parenthesis C. So close it, semicolon. Each will be considered as a statement. Even though it is an instantiation, that is also will be considered as a statement. Now, initial. This is the keywords. Begin. #100. What does that means? After 100 nanosecond, only the input will be visible in the screen. Okay, after 100 nanoseconds only, the input will get applied to the main RTL module. So here I am just giving A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0. Then second input I am giving after another 100 nanosecond delay. That is, after 200 nanoseconds, I am giving the second input pair. That is, A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1. After another 100 nanosecond, that is at 300 nanosecond, I am giving the third input. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0. At 400th nanosecond, that is after another 100 nanosecond, I am giving the last input. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1. Okay. Now, I have to close this initial block over here. So, since it has a begin, I have to first end this specification by giving the end keyword. Okay. Now, I have to again give end module. Only if you give end module, it finishes it means that the program associated with a particular module has been completed. You cannot write anything beyond the end module keyword. Anything you have to enclose it within the module name and the end module keyword. You cannot write anything beyond the end module keyword. Okay. Now click on the save button over here. Close it. Close this also. Now select click on by clicking on Control key in the keyboard. Just click on the individual files, it will get automatically selected. Or else if you don't want means click on Control A, everything will be selected. Either you can select both the files by first Control, click on the first file, then with the Control key pressed, still click on the second file, it will get selected. Or else if you are feeling it very discomfort, if you want to select both the files means click on Control A. Okay, then what you do, right click anywhere over here within this blue line. It will be coming like this. Select the compile option, click on compile selected or compile all, anything you can do. Click on compile selected. Now, since I've already told about compile selected in the RTL folder, now I'll tell about compile all. I'm clicking on compile all over here. Here it is showing compile of LG_1_TB.V was successful. Compile of LG_1.V was successful. That means both the programs are syntactically correct. Now we need to just go into the, only if you go to the graph only, you can know whether your program is providing the proper output as expected by you. Syntactically correct programs are not all the correct programs are not syntactically correct means it will not be functionally correct. Syntactical correctness means it may be having correct semicolon, it might be having, but the behavior is not according to the expected means that is not a functionally correct program. So we have to verify the functional correctness of the program. So now select this button over here. Now select the test bench file over here and click on this button, simulate. It will be all coming with a start simulation dialog box. Here, click on this work folder over here. Drop down will be coming. Select LG_1.TB. This M indicates it is a model sim file. Okay, select this. Design units and all, you need not do it. It will get automatically filled by the software itself. Resolution is also default. Click on OK. Yes. Now the simulation window has come over here. Now what you do, right click on this UUT. This is the instantiated file. Right click it. Go to add to. Click on wave. All items in region. Okay. Now this is the simulation window. Okay. Now what you do is click on this button, run all. Now you can see the waveform over here. So to complete this thing over here, click on run. Okay. Now we will see over here. Now we have actually simulated a AND gate over here. Now keep your cursor over here. If you click on it, the line will be coming. It will be showing what are the input and output at a particular instant. So here, if I click over here, the input is 0, 0, output is also 0. Next one here, 0, 1, output is 0. Here, 1, 1, 0, output is 0. Here, 1, 1, output is 1 over here. So this is the truth table of AND gate. So the RTL program what I have created is both syntactically correct as well as functionally correct. So this concludes my how to write a program in Model Sim software using a Verilog language. Okay, so this is my video. The next subsequent video, we will be seeing how to code a same program in Xilinx ISE 14.7 Webpack software. Thank you for today's session.